The time is here, but there's no time to stop and stare. We bring a tidal wave of justice and clarity to comic adaptations everywhere.
What's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to another episode of the Legion Comic Correction, where we talk all things comic books. Oh man, we got a big one. We just wrapped up last week talking about Superman, which was the big DC release.
Soups.
Yeah.
Soups
and now
to dupes.
we're talking about Fantastic Four First Steps, which is
Were
the
they
big
fantastic?
MCU. Some would say
Great
they
question.
were a caliber of fantastic.
Great question.
That's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do think, though, that the comic book industry saved the best two for last. We ended out the summer, the year, actually.
year.
Yeah, you're right. The year with the two, like, I feel like they've all gotten better as we've gone. And then Superman and Fantastic Four were the two best of the year.
Okay,
That's what I mean.
that's where you're going with this.
Fantastic Four was the best MCU movie released. And then obviously DC only
I think it
won,
blew it out of the water.
but blew.
Both the Thunderbolts and
Oh, Fantastic Four? Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thunderbolts was good.
Thunderbolts
good.
was good.
It was
Solid.
good.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
I would say Captain America was solid. Thunderbolts was better than solid. Fantastic Four was
don't know.
better than
I think
better.
Brave New World wasn't as good.
I think
personally.
Brave New
No,
World.
that's what I'm saying.
No, but I mean, like, it was like
Oh, not even
no,
solid.
No, not really.
Fair.
Ew.
Fair. It
Ew.
was ill. Yeah, you
To
liked
you.
it though. Yeah.
You to you.
It's kinda,
Yeah. All right. Well, if you
watered
like,
down. Anyway,
if you like podcasts about comic books and the movies that they produce, like and subscribe. Hit
Like,
that
subscribe.
bell. That way you know when episodes
gotta
come
get a
out.
bell
We're
noise.
here.
I've said
You
that for
need
like
a bell?
3
How do we
years.
not have a
should.
bell?
Maybe we should get Joe to make us one.
That was a good bell. That's
I'll
no.
get a
We
bell.
don't need Joe.
We just need me to
We need
dedicate
him.
15 minutes
15 minutes
to this podcast outside of the studio.
Come on, Sound Wizard. We believe in
Sound
I know.
Wizard can do it.
All right, like and subscribe. Hit that bell.
If this
We are
reaches
here.
10 likes, I'll do it.
I'm gonna make.
Everyone's
I'm
like-
gonna make 9.
We're like, I don't know if
dummy
we're
accounts.
can't-
I don't know if we're gonna
I'm
get
gonna
that.
make 9
You can't.
dummy accounts.
Brett and I tried that, and they dropped us all.
I'll figure it out.
All right, like and subscribe, guys. Hit that bell. We're here every week, for the most part, giving you comic news
Roughly.
and reviews. So if you want to help our podcast get bigger and better, you can go into the description below. There's a link to our store, our website, legionofcc.com.
Yes.
Where you can buy sweet merch like that. That's
Yep.
old school. You can
I
buy
went
sweet
back.
merch like that.
I
You
went
both,
back.
You both are wearing some old school
Yeah,
stuff.
I hadn't worn it in a while.
It's a good one.
I wanted to throw it on.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
I put
Zombies are good.
my Superman had Harry.
There
Now
you
I
go.
wanted to have you. Yeah.
Love it. Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
Love the
Look
representation.
at that guy. Look at that guy.
All of the sales.
Wait, hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
What?
Greg's not wearing any merch.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
Get put on something. Yeah, he's throwing merch at you. Throwing merch at you.
No, you can't wear that one. That
Yeah,
one's
you
mine.
can't have that one. That one you can't have.
I
You gotta
killed-
wear the other one.
I killed Apocalypse. By the
You
way.
gotta. Well.
that's not that's
no.
that's
Oscar Isaac killed Apocalypse.
that's not Apocalypse.
Oh,
That's a
no. I thought it
Manhunter
was.
from Green
Same-
Lantern.
same thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, the reason why
Different.
I had to
this-
run out here to drive all the way up here early, and I forgot my hat. I had the garbage hat sitting ready, but my son likes
My
to play
other
with
shirt
it.
was garbage excuses. So
True, it's a garbage
and
excuse.
That was a garbage
Well,
excuse.
next time you drive to my house to record, we'll see if you remember your hat.
Next time you have a recording studio in your basement, I'll drive to your house to record.
He has a muscle studio.
Yeah, you don't. You have a different studio in your house.
It's true. All right.
Swole!
The Swole Studio. That's what I'm wearing. That's my hat I'm wearing.
That's Swole Studio. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys want to help in an even bigger way, our Patreon is down there as well. We got 3 tiers. You get extra content like behind the scenes videos and photos and artwork and
Quizzes.
free stickers. No
Taxes.
quizzes. Free stickers every month.
Quizzes.
I mean, there's polls. I guess it's
You're gonna
do.
Logan's homework.
yeah. Logan has homework.
Yeah.
You're gonna do
Yep,
Logan's
I
kids'
do.
homework.
You'll do my kids' homework. I'll upload that.
All the money, guys, all the money from our store and from Patreon goes to making this podcast better.
Yeah.
The most recent is our new theme song and logo that you just saw at the beginning of this episode.
Theme
So, that was
song
thanks to
and
you guys.
logo.
That's right. You can see this is why we hired other people
the
to do
theme
it.
song and logo right there.
We're actually changing it.
right there.
We're
changing
actually,
it.
we're retconning that beautifully made other
That's
stuff.
perfectly made. And we're just gonna do.
Ba-da-ba-ba,
We're gonna ruin it
Yeah.
Theme
all.
song and logo.
Theme song and logo here.
That's why. This is why we got people to do it for us.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Harry and I had it. We
guys had
one
it?
take.
All right,
One take.
record it, send it my way.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see
already
if it
done.
makes
It's
the
already
case.
done. It's
already done.
recorded, and we're sending it your way.
I have to cut it up and put it together?
Yes.
Yeah, you know how it works around here.
You get it. You get it.
All right, fair. We are going to jump into Fantastic Four First Steps. This is a spoiler review, so if you have not seen it, it just came out like a week ago. Just
Everyone
about a week
dies.
ago.
That would be great.
So go watch it. Go watch it if you want to see it. If not, listen to our spoilers here. We're going to start Carnage Report, comic review, and then our final verdict of the movie. So let's jump into our Carnage Report.
Good.
Let's jump into our Carnage Report.
Boom. There it is. I like that one. That was good.
Like that?
That was good. You should get that.
Just make it a dubstep
make
version.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Wait for the beat drop.
Wait for it to drop. All right, Carnage Report, we talk about how much it cost to make the movie, how much the movie has made currently, which has only been out for this is the end of its second full weekend.
yeah.
We don't quite have all the numbers in for the second full weekend, so it's going to be pretty sparse.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're pretty fresh for this one.
Interesting.
And then we talk about who's in it and if there's any comic connections, like inspirations.
Bunch of
the director
nobodies
had.
in this movie.
Yeah, a bunch
They
of
went out and got
nobodies.
nobodies.
All right, well, let's start with our budget, though. How much now? Superman came out, and we
budget.
talked about it last week, was $225 million budget for Superman.
That's a big budget.
Yep.
It was, but
Yep.
this has a lot more big names in it.
And,
A few,
and
yeah.
it's got quite a few
got-
practical and
Right.
CGI effects.
It
I
did
mean, it's
similar.
a big
Herbie.
mix.
It did similar to Superman.
And
where
the
it tried to
thing
get
is
some
not
practicals.
practical. He is CGI.
No.
So,
The
Herbie
thing,
was-
right?
Oh.
Did you know that? And we'll put a picture up here. It's
I didn't
really
hear you
cool.
say the thing.
yeah.
Galactus, entirely practical suit. No, I'm serious. He really was.
His face.
No, the entire body. Yeah,
No way.
I will show
You're
you guys.
telling me they did like a 1980s or what
There's
was that,
no way.
70s
I will
like
show you-
Godzilla?
I
We'll
promise you that is wrong
no,
in some
we
regard.
will put. Oh, well, of course they touched it up for sure. But
face
The whole
is
thing was real.
entirely
He
CGI.
jumped out of a giant chair.
He jumped out of a
they hired
throne
a couple mile
on a
high
giant
dude.
ship.
No, I'm putting a picture up here, and then I'll show
Okay.
you guys after the episode. He did.
You're
they
wrong
really
in
did.
some way, and I'm going to take that bet.
Fair. Just like Crypto was all CGI, Galactus was a practical suit.
Wow.
It's super cool. It's really freaking cool.
I
They
don't-
put
I don't-
all this makeup on the dude, and he has the whole helmet and everything, and the whole suit with all the hoses and everything.
I don't feel
It's-
good about any of
Yeah,
this.
well, fair. All right, so how much did it cost? With that in mind,
Word, that is
with
so
a
rough
2-mile
now.
high Galactus.
A 2 mile, and he destroyed
And he
an
was
entire
real.
city. I mean, and
Real
so they
city
had to pay
destroyed.
for that
Scoffed
to
at
be
the
real.
Statue of
real.
Liberty.
He really picked up that dirt from the Central Park and smelled it.
Yeah.
This is it.
It's a good year.
This is good. I like this.
I'm
dirt.
How
gonna,
much?
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go 225 as well.
225?
I bet it matches it. I bet
225.
it matches it.
I think
I'm gonna say
Go for it. Harry.
238.5 million.
Good. It's a solid guess.
$238.5 million.
Yes.
I believe in that guess. I would be 100% fine losing to that.
Well, Bob Barker rules. You lost.
Yeah.
By $500,000. Watch it.
No, $200 million. No, you both lost. I mean, you're the closest loser. 200 because you were over.
Wow.
200 million.
You're the first
I almost said
loser.
200 million too,
Isn't that
but
crazy?
it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make
Well,
sense.
this is the highest paid movie or show for Pascal. I know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it has
so
I think it was like
like,
11 million.
so the
that's
fa-
not a
that's
ton.
all we got?
Herbie
let me double check.
Herbie was practical. The Fantastic Car was practical. They built all the the set that they built in for
Maybe
their
practical is
None of
cheaper.
this makes sense.
Baxter
None
building
of
was
this makes
practical.
sense.
Obviously, the car didn't fly, but like the actual car with
Wait.
all
Then
the
it
moving
wasn't
parts.
practical.
The look of the car, the parts, and other things
No,
moving.
that's
Yeah.
not how it works. The Mr. Terrific's vehicle actually flew.
Mr. No, it didn't. I mean, they put it up on wires. But the same thing they do with the
No,
car.
it flew.
It flew.
He built that
He built that. It's real.
with his hands.
He held the little
Yeah.
sphere and floated over the guys for
Of
real.
course.
Nobody really
We
knows. It
said
says.
practical. I don't understand.
How much? So we've only got
All right.
opening weekend and part of this weekend. So they have gotten some numbers in.
I'm
from
still
this
calling
weekend.
that a loss for both Harry and I. We weren't close enough. Neither of us was close
25
enough.
million off?
25 million off isn't
That's
acceptable.
okay. Fair.
No.
Good job holding yourself to a high
I
standard.
hold myself on this
Yes.
regard.
Yeah, you're usually really
I feel good about these things,
Yeah.
and I was off too far.
Too far.
I don't accept that.
All right, well, how much? Let's see if you can make it up. How
Yeah.
much do you think it's made? This is only like a weekend and a half. I don't think Sunday's numbers are in yet. They might be, but probably not.
So we're talking a week. We're talking.
It's only been like
it's
a week.
basically a week.
Yeah,
Okay.
with like maybe the Friday Saturday numbers live. So we're looking at domestic opening, and then how much it's made globally so far. So think about Superman made like what 124 million.
So
opening.
we're talking domestic opening,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think domestic opening it made 112.
112. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think domestic opening there, Harry? Superman made 124-ish for domestic opening. How much did this made? He said 112.
I said 112.
142.
142. Good. Both good guesses. Opening was
more.
117.
Wow.
So-
That I
yeah.
accept. I
117.
accept.
Wait, what
5
was
million
Superman?
off.
124. So it had a little bit lower. So Fantastic Four's Thursday night into Friday was better than Superman's, but then it dropped off on the Sunday.
The word was it is underperforming for what they expected from it.
Well, what do you think it's made globally? That might change your mind.
Well, now, yeah, that could change my mind.
So this is only a weekend and a bit. What do you think? This is August 3rd. We're recording this.
247.
247. What do you think? Remember, Superman at this point has been out for almost 5 weeks, and it's at 520 something.
Yeah.
Has it been 5 weeks?
Superman came out at the
Superman.
very beginning of
For
July,
Superman.
the very beginning of July, and it's or the second weekend of July, and it's now the first weekend of
They were only
August.
separated by 2 weeks.
It was
3.
the third weekend.
They were 3.
Of Superman was when Fantastic Four came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been 4.5 weeks for Superman.
You said what?
247, I think I said.
247?
Yeah.
248.
Smart move. It's a bold move.
I don't
It's
know.
the right move.
Oh my goodness! I just closed it. My big old thumbs.
This guy here.
I got it right here.
All right, come on.
All right, right now it's sitting at 368.
Wow, that's
Wow.
impressive.
That's
That is
impressive.
good. So it's
368.
overperforming overseas. So it's like,
Not really.
oh, really?
Domestic is 198. International is 170.
It's comparable.
It's comparable.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's a good
Right.
balance.
But that's 368 in 2 weekends. That's good. Superman's at
Yeah.
520 in 4.5 weekends.
Right.
yeah, but there's bigger drop offs.
Yeah, it
and
could
the
drop.
thing-
It could keep dropping.
The thing you have to remember is the major competition for Marvels
Fantastic
for
Four.
Fantastic Four is Superman.
Yeah.
And
people have
Superman's
already seen
been
it.
out. It's
Yeah.
already like
Which
their
was smart
timing
for
on
them
this
to go
was
second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they took
It
his
was
third
smart.
weekend.
They took his thunder.
They took his third
But
weekend.
in addition to that, it's going to be like what I was saying when I was saying underperforming is not underperforming in comparison to Superman. I'm saying underperforming for a Marvel standard for
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
I don't know.
That's what I'm
368
saying.
after 2 weekends is pretty good.
I'm saying from their expectations.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, it's already
So
made back
Fantastic
its
Four
budget.
is the launch of Phase 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, Ironheart was.
They are going to retcon that. They are going to say no, it wasn't.
Yeah. Technically, this is the first cinematic
So,
Phase 6.
and let's be honest, like Fantastic Four is a huge draw
It's the
for
big
Marvel.
property. Yep, it's
Yeah.
the first family.
It's
So-
it's an 8 tier.
And they've been waiting for them to come back.
They really
Yeah.
play,
To the
and
family.
I really love.
Yeah.
They really played into First Family here.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think if Fantastic Four brings in 600 million, it's going to be that's what it needs to do to be like worth it for a Fantastic Four movie at this
Interesting.
point. I mean,
Interesting.
obviously it'll make
But that-
back. It's going to make back. It's going to make profit in like a week. It'll
That
make
is-
profit in a week.
Like
But
it's not great
Yeah.
compared to other
100%.
Marvel movies to this point.
if this movie,
I don't know how to adjust.
Yeah.
When we talked in Superman with the comparison to Man of Steel,
Yeah.
I personally, very much so, believe that the new Superman movie is better than Man of Steel.
Right.
Personally, you can argue
Right.
that. I don't care. I don't. But like numbers wise, like you're talking it very hard to argue numbers when literally you're talking double the price of a ticket, which means half the people
Double plus some.
went to go see it.
Right.
Double and a quarter.
Right.
It's hard to argue some of these numbers, but I don't know how to judge in today's.
Right.
Well,
we have
it is-
an apocalypse now.
Yeah.
We had the coronavirus like that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
That
just
plays an
saying.
effect on
There's so many
people's
things.
like,
And the
oh,
streaming
I've gone
stuff.
this long without going to the movie theaters. I'll wait till it comes out on digital download.
Right.
And it comes a lot.
Right.
It comes out faster, a lot faster.
A lot faster.
Yeah.
But then there was all the people with Superman, like all the people who were reinterested,
Yeah.
like reinvigorated in being able to see, like,
And
see
they're hoping
Superman
this will
like
do
Superman.
it
Like,
to
and they're
MCU.
hoping the same thing will happen with Fantastic Four,
Right.
because Marvel
Yeah.
needs it. They need
Yeah.
a new
Right.
kick in the pants.
If this movie had come out, like, if we're saying like COVID wasn't there, and this movie came out after, like, right after Endgame, this movie would have made $1 billion.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
believe.
It's good enough to do it.
I think
Absolutely.
it's there. The quality
but we're
is there.
not. But the fatigue,
we're not in-
fatigue is still there. I mean,
Right.
it's getting
It
better.
always boils down
Yeah,
to the fair weather
it's
fans.
getting better.
The people that are not invested
So-
Yeah.
into.
All right.
So I'm just
Yeah.
struggling with those
Yeah,
numbers to
it's-
figure
yeah.
that out.
Yeah,
You know,
it's obviously doing well in the fact that it will make enough money for it to be worth it. But
at
it
this
should have
same
made
point,
more. Or
at this
We'll see
same
what it makes.
point, where was Superman? And that's
I
not a
don't- yeah, I
question.
don't know.
Harry,
Yeah.
look that up. We're talking 10 days.
After
10-day mark, what
2
was Superman
weekends,
at?
What was Superman at? Yeah.
After 2 weekends. You keep going with.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go for our cast here, Fantastic Four. We've got Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, which I was very upset about. I didn't
Same.
want him there.
Same.
10 minutes in, I loved him. I thought he
Yeah.
was great. He
It's
did.
hard to argue with it.
Yeah, he did.
He did great.
He did the burdened by knowledge, like super neurotic
Right.
genius, like
Yeah,
perfectly. And
he did.
He disappeared in the role. And I mean, he's a great actor. We've always
Burdened by
said
knowledge
that.
and father.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and being a father.
He was just, oh man, he was so relatable.
Do you have the
wonderful. Did you
10-day
have the number?
mark?
Yeah.
What's the
What
10-day
was it?
mark for Superman?
406.8.
So it was yeah, it was
Whoa,
40 406, like it was like 50 million more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm happy about it. I'll say it now because we're not verdicting Superman in this, but I like Superman better than Fantastic Four. It was my favorite
I'm
hero
just
movie
saying,
this year.
to have
it was
a
great.
DC movie
Yeah,
be
ahead
out.
of
That was
curve.
worldwide.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
worldwide
yeah.
too.
I'm just double
worldwide
checking.
too.
Yeah.
But to have a DC movie
They deserve it.
at
man.
a 10-day mark be beating
Yeah.
out Fantastic
Yeah.
Four at a 10-day mark is amazing.
And they're a
By
comparable.
about $50 million.
They're a comparable property. Like,
They're-
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, I think Superman kind of is the Fantastic Four of DC. So, like, they're both that lighthearted, joy-filled, hope-filled family.
That's impressive.
But
that's
they
if
earn
you
it,
want
man.
to
They
talk
deserve it.
about James Gunn being able to
deserve it.
hang his hat on something,
Yep,
that
that's
is the
it.
thing he can hang his hat on.
All right, Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. We have Vanessa Kirby, who you might know from the Mission Impossible franchise. She's
Not
coming.
related to Jack
Sue
Kirby.
Storm, no,
Downton Abbey.
probably not.
Down Abbey.
Yeah. We have Eben Moss Backrock. I don't never know how to say his final last name. So Eben Moss Backrock is Ben Grimm, the Thing. You know him from
Wouldn't
The
have even
Bear.
seen him.
He's in The Bear. He's in Andor.
You only would have
So-
seen him in the flashback scenes.
Right, 100%. Yeah.
Right.
But his acting chops come through.
His acting chops too.
Joseph Quinn is playing Johnny Storm. He made his big debut in Stranger Things
He was
season
an
4, I think. I thought he was fine.
Interesting Johnny Storm.
Yeah, I thought he was good. Julia Garner is Shalla-Bal, the herald of this 828's Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Perks of Being a Wallflower. She's in a couple things.
Okay,
and
I'll
then,
take your word for that.
Yeah, and then we have Ralph Ineson
Yeah.
as Galactus.
Yeah.
Really, really great. He did a really good job. And then Matthew Wood is the voice of Herbie. So,
Mhm.
and Matthew Wood, Harry loves this dude because he's the voice of General Grievous in Clone Wars and Star Wars stuff. So, really cool. They were really great. We were sad. I was sad not to have. What's his name? Who's Gordon in the new Batman?
Oh.
Jeffrey.
yeah.
Jeffrey.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Jeffrey something. Oh my
Oh,
word, what's his name? Why am I
can't remember
blanking
his
on that
name
name? Can
either.
you find that Jeffrey something?
Yeah.
But he plays the voice of the Watcher.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
He plays the voice of the Watcher in all the Marvel shows, and we were all kind of hoping we'd see him be a live action Watcher, and we
Yeah.
didn't get to see him. So that was kind of disappointing.
James Bond, the newer James Bonds with
so-
Daniel
Yeah.
Craig.
Good
Yeah.
man.
He was a
He's
CIA
such a-
agent.
Yeah.
Such a great actor.
Great
I
in
was
that,
really
too.
hoping to see him come in as
I
the
know.
live action Watcher. We still might get him. but we didn't in this movie.
We probably will.
The Paul
I'm sure we
Walter
will.
Halser.
Yeah.
That guy, he was in a lot of like Apple TV stuff, and
Yeah.
Do you
he was
know
in a
what-
couple shows that I've watched.
Do you
with
know what
Victoria.
kept, I bet, the budget down on this? This is
Yeah, what do you
not
think?
a big cast. When you
No.
think about it,
Yeah.
the vast majority of
Is the four.
the interactions is just the
is
four.
the four. Which is
Throughout
cool.
the
Felt
almost
great.
the entirety of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Agreed.
actually, I hadn't thought about that. That is impressive acting.
The whole anyone that was on screen was
Yeah.
13 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's impressive.
It helps. And they
Anyone that
they-
aligned was
they
pretty much
carried it.
13 people,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is insane, especially for a Marvel movie.
Yeah, particularly for a Marvel movie.
All right, so comic references or source material here. It was really cool. Director Matt Shackman, in an interview, said he actually didn't want to go back and look too much at the old movies. Instead, he wanted to go back and look at the Kirby comics,
That's
which
smart.
is good. And
That's
you can
smart.
tell that's how he built this very Kirby New York City.
Yes.
From
Yes.
828.
Yes.
828, Universe 828 is named that because
of
Jack
his
Kirby's birthday. Yeah, August
Yeah.
28th. So that's
Really great
cool.
callback. You even see it at the end.
So neat. And so he likened, the director himself likened his inspiration to Fantastic Four Volume 1, Issue 1 from August 1961 through the first 48 issues.
Yeah.
Issue 48 being the first appearance of Galactus, just building out that Kirby world. The fact that Shackman can just be like, these are the books I looked at.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It's the same reason we felt good about James Gunn.
Right.
It's like, these are the books they're reading. They're not looking at the movies. They're looking at the source.
You definitely got that 60s
Yeah.
vibe with
Yes.
the futuristic
So-
Yes, with the-
improvements
so
built into
freaking
the
good.
actual universe.
Just
I
launching a ship,
Yeah, no big deal.
a spaceship in
The
the middle
Excelsior.
of New York. Yeah.
The Excelsior,
The
yeah,
Excelsior.
right.
Yeah.
They actually had a really cool, at one point they go through a comic book or like making studio, like guys
Yeah.
making comic
Nice.
books, and the two guys in there were cast to look like Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, and there's even like pieces of covers that were calls to their backs. So
Yeah.
it was like, that's so cool. Like, you obviously, they loved them. They loved the legacy of a Kirby movie,
Yeah.
or
It's
or
the
book,
60s,
and it
but
looked
we
like
have
it.
faster than light travel.
Yes.
Yes,
we're all
exactly
good.
right, which
We're
is
all
super
good.
right, because of Mr. Fantastic.
Flying cars.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do it, right? I mean, the idea
Well,
is,
disappointed the car didn't talk.
does the car talk in the comics?
Interesting.
Pretty sure.
So that's the biggest. That's the biggest connections. The only
Yeah.
other connection would be Earth X, with Shalla-Bal being the herald for Galactus.
Well, yeah, because there was a lot of people upset
A lot-
about a
lot of people didn't-
female Silver Surfer.
Right, they didn't know the comics. They didn't
Right,
know that
right.
Shalla-Bal was an actual herald. She's
Yep.
a herald in Earth X. In the main
Yes.
comic line, she's actually brought to Doom and brainwashed and made a soldier for him, and she becomes a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yep.
But she was a herald in one of the universes, especially in the Earth X comic run, which is one of my favorite comic runs.
Sure.
And this is not our main universe. So
Nope.
828 is its own. So I was not mad that we didn't
Which
have
is going to
Norrin
throw
Red.
some people off. Yeah.
Sure, but they were very clear that this is like not our Earth. It's
Well,
not our New
and
York.
They
which is good.
set up that it's not our Earth.
Yeah.
When at the end of Thunderbolts, if you saw Thunderbolts
Yes, that's right.
in the after credits scene,
Stinger,
that
yeah.
they're coming into our universe.
Right, from a wormhole that's
Right.
between that's in the multiverse.
So, like
Right.
from
Which is cool.
we already knew going in it wasn't our universe.
right, and it's not like they're just like, oh, it's a new universe, we're gonna make something up. No, this is
Right.
actually has comic accuracy to it. So overall, Matt Shackman did a great job grabbing in references, but just because he has those references and that inspiration, did he actually make a good movie?
Yeah.
That's the question, and that's what
Good
we're going to talk
question.
about in our comic reviews. Let's jump into it. Comic review time. All right. Fantastic Four. First steps, 828. What are we thinking? Good stuff, bad stuff. Let's start with the good stuff. What were some good things that we saw that we thought this movie did well, that made it kind of stand out as an MCU movie? If it did, maybe it just did everything crappy. What do we think? Harry, you want to start us out, man?
No.
Okay. Logan,
Cool.
you want to start us out?
Sure.
Cool.
So
Thank
I
you-
think
thank you
the
for your
thing-
honesty.
Yeah, that was good.
Sorry,
honesty.
I'm like trying to clear stuff
I
up
saw
on
you
here.
were researching stuff, so
I was trying to find the suit picture, but I couldn't.
I think
I'll show you it then.
I think the thing that's really interesting to me is we have a world where there are very few actual super beings.
Matt Shackman has come out and said they are the only heroes on the earth. There are villains, but they're the only heroes.
And I thought that's so cool.
Yeah.
I think that that's so interesting. And the way they played into that. Like, everybody loves them. Yep. They are the best of them. Yeah. That's the way they refer to them. And whatever they need them to be, they become. Like Sue Storm becoming a congresswoman. Sue Storm brokering peace with Subterranea is awesome.
I love it. I love Mole Man.
Mole Man is
he looks so
awesome.
comic accurate.
And then Mole Man at the end where he's like laying the butter on and he's like, and then immediately pivots because he says, "I don't trust people."
Yeah,
I don't, or what do you call them? Like above worlders, land, whatever. But I trust Sue Storm. Yeah. So the second they left the room, he was like, "Tell me what you need."
Yep.
And like his tone changed to that of somebody who is caring, and he's like, "I'm going to do what you tell me to do." Because I know what you're asking of me is important.
Yes,
like
so cool.
All of them being whatever the world needed was so cool to me. It was such a unique take. And then the way that the world comes together around them, whatever they are asking, despite their failures, despite what came up, they trusted in them, is such a unique thing. So I thought that was really cool of this world. Now, here's the other side of that. What that creates is when they do come into the other timeline, when they come across the Thunderbolts, who are a bunch of straight up misfit, like abandoned children that everyone hates, right? They're going to come across them and be like, you're the Avengers,
you're the heroes,
you're the heroes. And how that like is going to clash between everything they do.
Excited.
Like, we're even,
you guys don't have flying cars?
Ben Grimm, like when he goes into the church at the end, she's like, "You look so dashing," like or whatever, like whatever word she used there. It was like
scrumptious. It was scrumptious.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Although he did look good with a beard, man.
He did.
Thing with a beard,
which is also comic accurate.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But
I love it.
I think that we haven't seen that where it's like they exist within themselves.
Yeah.
And then what that means for when they do have interactions with other superpowered or superheroes is going to be really interesting. Yeah. I have 2 issues.
We'll get to those. Let's do the positive first.
That is my positive. I'll put a stamp on it there and move on because I really like it.
We also have never seen a hero who's completely front-facing, which has always been kind of how Fantastic Four is different. In the comics too, where they're just like everybody knows their secret identity. Everybody knows who they are.
Yeah.
Right. Like Tony became that eventually in our world. But like there's everything's public.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everything about them, and they're out there on the street. And I like when Ben's like picking up the car for the kids
for the orphans.
Like, it's like they're everything. They're everything, like you said, for everybody. And it's just it's so
it's
it wouldn't
endearing.
work. It wouldn't work.
Endearing.
It wouldn't work in 616.
No.
Like people are too jaded.
Not currently,
people are too hurt.
No.
Yeah.
I have one other thing I really love, but I'm going to leave it for you guys because I think one of you is going to say it.
Harry, go for it, man.
I enjoyed once again the practical effects in this movie.
Yeah, very good.
Herbie was really good.
Yes.
Generally.
Yeah.
All the lab stuff.
Yeah. I liked how each individual kind of, once again, bringing it back from like the Superman perspective, is that they kind of brought different pieces of, well, they were humans, so that does help them a little bit.
Sure.
They had struggles, they had other things beforehand, but even in their superpowers and chemically changed superpowers, they have their own struggles with identity or anxiety or things like that they are trying to beat, but ultimately maybe can't, or they only get through there with the help of the other parts of the team. So it was good to see Marvel kind of getting back to its roots of the 60s and 70s comic feel. It's hard because it's like that you can only do that when you have the movie almost based in a time like the 60s or 70s or whatever. So like you said, being a congresswoman, we see that plenty of times in different comic runs where like superheroes like Bucky become congressmen or become politicians, and whatever your opinion of politicians is, but like it's something that we don't really see, and it's like, oh, it's cool to see Bucky do that, and then also see Sue do that too, and kind of like be a liaison between the upper dwellers and the subterranean people.
We saw T'Challa start to do that, before he died, but like he was trying to kind of bring people together in that sphere,
right? Yes,
yeah.
So, besides that, I really can't think of. I mean, overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was, once again, a breath of fresh air that we needed, and there are some things I also didn't like, but that's okay.
That's every movie to a degree, and I know there's going to be some. Well, I think we'll just disagree on some of these to some degrees.
Sure,
agree on some and disagree on others. I really agree. I like both what you guys said for sure. I'm a big Jack Kirby fan. Like King Kirby is probably why I got into comics, why I got into drawing comics. Like I love his art form, and I know we saw a lot of his inspiration in Thor Ragnarok. And that was really cool, like visually.
Sure.
But this was the first movie that really felt like a Kirby comic off the page, in the dialogue, the plot, and all of it. I love the depiction of Galactus. I thought it was really cool to see his different sizes, how big he was on his ship, how he shrunk himself to come down to the planet to negotiate.
I don't have a problem with the depiction of Galactus.
We're not getting into that yet.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm not
his
saying
face
that.
is just digitalized. Okay. That is all I'm saying. That was the whole argument.
100%.
He has blue eyes.
He has
real life.
Oh, in real life.
His eyes glow. Yeah.
His eyes glow.
Well, yeah, it goes over the
there was another thing
shield.
I forgot, but once you're done.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying that this is what you disagree with me on. I'm just saying I did appreciate finally seeing a Galactus that was actually
looks
Galactus.
like Galactus, and not a cloud.
Ship, right. That had his ship that would tear the planet apart, that would feed him through the tubes.
Right.
That's so comically beautiful. To talk about his insatiable hunger and how it's a curse for him.
Yes.
That's so cool. And to bring, like, they dove right in to bring in the power cosmic and be like, that's the way I get out of this curse.
Yeah.
Like, it's so great. And they could have called it something different, or they could have not gone that way. So the fact that the crux of the movie,
they bring Franklin Richards in right away.
The crux of the movie is,
sweet Lord,
I'm coming to steal Franklin, like, because of the power cosmic. Right. That's so cool.
Right.
I thought we'd get that maybe eventually.
Right.
But
Franklin's here.
Well, and you know what though? But it all kind of makes sense, especially with the Stinger, and we'll talk about that more.
Yeah.
But Doom needs to have somebody to help him make a pocket universe, to make a battle realm, and Franklin's the perfect one to do it. So it's like, that's such a brilliant way to bring him in. And again, we talked about this with Superman. That Superman was already established, super great. Like, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see the backstory of Superman. Same with Fantastic Four. We don't need to see it again.
We don't need to go to space and get hit by rays and all that stuff.
I mean, we did get the before. We did get the after.
We got a little flashback. It was good.
Yeah.
But it took up maybe.
It was longer than honestly. It was longer than I thought it was.
It was like 10 minutes. Yeah, probably total.
I didn't see that.
Maybe.
I thought it was good.
But it was like, they've been the Fantastic Four. They're having Franklin already. Like, they're established. They've done all these things. Like you said, they're brokering peace. They're teaching science lessons.
Yeah, that was good.
Little Bill Nye.
You guys want some blow up? And they're like,
you want to see some stuff blow up?
Yes.
Like, that is what we need for the Fantastic Four, and what we've been missing in all the other iterations.
Yeah.
It was pretty close with the 2005.
Yeah, 2005 was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Even though it was not a well-written movie, the idea of them was okay.
Yes.
This just took that and did it better. So
I'm surprised you didn't say the thing I was expecting either one of you to say was the family aspect.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Afterwards.
That was the other thing that
go ahead.
As I was sitting
there. Hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was sitting there in the movie theater. Well, I don't know. My wife's pregnant now, so...
what?
You already know that.
Yeah.
No. But sitting there is like,
Brings
I'm like feeling.
feeling.
I'm feeling Pedro.
You are right in it.
I was sitting there like, oh gosh.
Yeah, when they're doing the ultrasound and stuff.
Yeah.
You have
seeing
too
the
much
baby.
knowledge of eels.
Yeah.
Too much knowledge of eels.
Too many.
Yeah, I really resonated with him when he's like, I'm not building that crib. I built this thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm building a spaceship for my child right now.
Anybody can build a crib,
Yeah.
but only I can build this.
Yeah.
It was-
Right.
And it
No,
was
I'm
that
just
whole
kidding,
neurotic
but-
genius that was.
But
so
I do,
brilliant.
I do resonate with that. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's always like, "Oh, you nervous?" I'm like, "Not really," but
Now I am.
no, it's like it's a weird.
Have the power cosmic.
It's a weird feeling.
I hope so.
It is a very
It's,
weird feeling.
Yeah.
It gives you a new sense of relating to a movie that you wouldn't have had before.
But
Yeah.
not all movies that depict family and children do it in such a way that it actually feels like a connection.
Sure, yeah.
But this one did.
Yeah.
You want to know the moment that
beautiful.
really struck me? I'm
Yeah.
not entirely sure why.
Yeah.
They come to the table.
Mhm.
Ben is staring
Yeah.
at them.
Mhm.
And you know
he
Ben
knows.
knows.
Yeah.
Ben is
The
silent
smile.
and
Yeah.
slowly
Right.
smiling.
He's not even
Yeah.
related.
Right.
and
He knows.
But he
just
knows.
like- he hits.
I love
Are
it.
you pregnant?
Pregnant?
Yeah, I resonate with Ben. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
The rock of a man.
they can't.
Yeah.
I think you hit me with that on the 5th one. I pulled him outside of.
I'm like Carly's friend.
oh,
Yeah, both
yeah,
of you.
yeah.
You guys are too
We've done
easy.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're a sleuth.
I'm a sleuth.
You just know.
It's figured
All
out.
right, so there's lots of good things. Lots
Yes.
of good things about this movie.
Yes.
And we'll get into the stinger, which sets up the future. We'll talk about that
It's
more.
kind of crazy how much. I mean, we're back to now. Stingers actually
Actually
hold.
mean
Meaning
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just
Yeah.
like.
One interesting one interesting tidbit. Hawk
Yes.
lady.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
interesting tidbit before we jump into the things we don't like, and then
I
the
like
stinger.
bits that are tids.
Yeah, I know. I know you're a fan of those.
Tids of bits.
Tids bits. No heroes in the world, but
Right.
the pregnancy test
Yeah.
is a pregnancy test from Stark, a Stark industry. A
I did
Stark
not
company.
know that.
I didn't
Did it
either.
say
I
it
didn't
on there?
catch
It
that.
did. It says Stark on the pregnancy test.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
this is the 60s, which means it's Howard, not Tony.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a Howard Stark out there building things.
Maybe he's an evil Howard.
Probably
Well,
not.
technically-
But it does hopefully strengthen the fact that that maybe this Doom isn't Tony, like it isn't like a Tony variant because it's too early. But anyway, it just shows an interesting tidbit that there's a Stark. There is a Stark
Tids of bits.
industry in this world. All right,
Yeah.
things we didn't like because there's always stuff we don't like in the movies.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
did we not like that kind of took us out of it, or that we thought could do better?
Yeah.
I know you're chomping at the bit. Do you want him to go first so that you can just kind of because you'll probably take over.
I mean, it's kind of a combo can because it was a problem I had too.
Combo can. I think you had less of a problem though.
Can I hit with one that is just a preference? This is just a quick little preference.
CGI babies?
No. Well, that
was
one,
horrible.
Yeah, that's
The baby
horrible.
at the
We
end
can
was
all
bad.
agree.
Yeah.
We can all agree.
We can
on
all
that.
think we
agree
all
that
agree
baby
that's
looked a
bad.
little off.
That baby is off.
Little off.
No
But-
wonder he's got the power cosmic.
That's
Came
true.
out
That's
messed
true.
up looking.
He came out.
You came up weird.
He's got the power or something.
Yeah.
Computer generated baby.
Yeah.
What was the other preference thing?
It's on the same line of computer generated. I
Okay.
prefer a practical thing. I just will say that 100.
Gotcha.
Like
yeah,
I just
Michael
do.
Chiklis' suit. You would
It
take
did
over.
feel,
Yeah.
yeah.
There
And
were
it felt like
There were
you're
moments.
looking at him.
Dehumanized.
Yeah. CGI.
The eyes were
I'm
tough.
literally looking
Yeah.
at him, and I'm like, I see CGI.
Yeah.
And so it takes away
Agreed.
just some human aspect to
Agreed.
it. And so you can argue with that. You
Yeah.
can say like, well,
Right.
they can't do that at this point. I prefer a practical thing.
Agreed.
Right.
That's it.
So you would say it wasn't bad.
It wasn't
You would
bad.
just you would just
Right.
rather have a
and
practical.
again, that
Yeah.
that means nothing
Yeah, I get
to the
that.
movie
Yeah.
other than I would prefer a practical
it
thing.
wasn't bad enough to take you out of the movie,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
you would just prefer.
But
it to be
it's
practical.
enough to take me out of some of those moments
where
to
yeah.
say
yeah.
that's CGI.
Gotcha.
Like in my mind, I'm like
Yeah.
CGI thing where I'm like, we could have had a practical.
Sure.
Like
Gotcha.
that's all.
Sure.
All right, Harry. What were
Um,
some beefs you had?
two things,
Yeah.
Hit us
which
with
I
it.
know one of them was comparable.
I'll
to
just
what-
I'll
Yeah.
come in with you.
Mr. Fantastic. I almost said Mr. Thing.
Mr. Thing.
Mr. Fantastic. Not really. Like they showed his
Yeah.
brilliance in this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Perfectly.
his intelligence.
Impeccable.
Yeah.
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 Impeccable.
No, don't take anything away from it.
But physicality wise, he was horrible.
Yeah.
It was pretty pretty bad.
100%.
The only redeeming part he had is like, I can stab this thing in the back of his feeding valve and drain him for some of his energy.
Would be an intelligence thing. That's an intelligence
smart
thing. Absolutely not his.
It had like 20% physical.
Yeah.
That was 80% intelligence.
Right.
Yeah. So I just felt like it was, he was kind of like whitewashed when it came to that.
I was hoping for a parachute.
Yeah, like at least a parachute.
We looked it up ahead of time.
I don't think he did.
No way.
No.
All he did was reach.
He reached and
He reached to something.
You know, he was
10 feet away.
He was about as comparable
you couldn't do
to a plastic
as a
man.
real person.
Not debating that.
No. You make a really good point. You make it. So what I would say is, and then you can say your full point about.
Go ahead.
The
No. You're right. We agree on this one.
Yes. What I would say is, it's the best we've seen of Reed. But they were still like of the stretching abilities, because you except for maybe the stretching scene in, what was it, Rise of the Silver Surfer, where he's like holding the bridge together.
I would just say
that was
Eoin Gufford's physicality for the stretching abilities was much better than
I'm saying visually it looked the best. Like, it didn't look as janky as the old stuff. But
I didn't think I haven't seen it in a long time, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I don't know.
Maybe
go back and watch it.
Okay.
But I think they were.
I will give that a maybe.
I'm going to make this
I
statement.
think they were scared. I think they were scared to do it because of all the beef they've gotten, which I think they shouldn't have been scared. They should have gone for it.
It's interesting.
But they were scared because people have made fun of the other Fantastic Four stretchings.
I mean, the thing is that Mr. Fantastic, that is 50% of his power.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm trying to say that's
it's ridiculous.
Why they didn't
it's absolutely ridiculous. It's as
why
ridiculous as a man turning into a rock, and as ridiculous as a man turning into a firing ball.
Yeah.
Right.
So yes.
But I would honestly, I would stand on this hill. Plastic Man and any other like comic movie look better than Mr. Fantastic in this movie.
And here's the thing.
Is there a Plastic Man in a movie?
Well, in like a comic movie, like a
I don't think we've had
animated
Plastic
movie.
Man yet.
In an animated movie.
Animated.
Yeah. Not,
okay.
It is a very difficult thing to make look good and real.
You didn't think,
I think
John Krasinski looked good?
I thought John
all
Krasinski
he did was get turned into spaghetti, though. He didn't actually
get a couple like.
I don't think he did.
No,
I think all he did was
I think he like went over and tapped someone like.
I don't.
Maybe he went and grabbed a refreshment and pulled it back. I don't know. I think he was mimosa, maybe.
we did some stretching research, and I completely agree with you.
Yes.
What was that research?
We did stretchology.
We did stretchology.
So Greg is arguing that Reed was stretched to roughly 300 feet by Galactus.
Right. So we're talking about the scene where Galactus is stretching him and he's in crazy pain.
You keep arguing. Yeah. I don't think it was 300. Let's say it's 300.
I know. Yeah.
His stretching ability is 5 times that. It's a confirmed
1,500
feet. Which means in the comics, we have seen Reed stretch around Galactus to try and restrain him in different ways several times. Galactus is literally, I thought at one point, he was literally going to launch him like a rubber band. I'm not joking with you.
I didn't mind the concept.
Yeah.
The concept of Reed being stretched beyond his stretching abilities is a great concept.
Not a bad
terrifying.
Concept. It's just not real.
They didn't stretch him far enough.
No way. No way.
What should have happened? Here's what should have happened. Galactus should have grabbed his lower half and like wrapped it around his hand and then like pulled. So he's got like he's got like 100, 300, 400 feet of Reed around this hand.
Right.
And then he's pulling the top from his arms. Because the vision was what they wanted to go with, was that he's holding his hands and pulling him, and it's that pained look.
But my point here is literally like Reed felt from a physical perspective nerfed as a character.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, from an intelligence perspective, brilliant. Like spot on.
I agree with
that. You
look
at Johnny, he looked, and in his physicality, all those people felt right. Right on.
The Thing,
too.
Thing. Pulling that whole barge, I love when he like broke the bottom of the building to knock it into him. That was cool.
I think the two of them, spot on. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Here's your. Well, were you done with your?
No.
Okay. He's got
I'm letting Harry finish.
Thing's girlfriend should have been blind.
Yeah. Why is she not blind?
Well, different name. So it's not Alicia Masters.
Different universe.
So Alicia Masters is
different universe.
So Alicia Masters is the blind girlfriend.
Okay.
Alicia Masters is the blind girlfriend that falls in love with the Thing. That woman's name was not Alicia Masters. So I agree. I wish it was Alicia.
I don't remember what her name was. I thought they were Just I don't know. I didn't really think
I
the
wish
thing
it
had-
Her name was
Didn't know the thing was a
Seeing
ladies'
Girlfriend.
man.
Her name was I'm not blind, girl.
Yeah, the not blind one.
I'm more mad that they didn't make it Alicia.
Yes.
That would have been cool.
Just make her
But
Alicia
at least,
and then blind.
At least they didn't make her Alicia and seeing.
And
blind.
seeing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
Fair.
that yeah.
Fair. Okay.
That's was that your other thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff, but same thing. Yeah.
Another thing. Get it?
Yeah.
All right, Logan. This is the one we disagree on.
Yep.
Go for it.
Sue is OP.
Okay.
Okay. She's overpowered. Number one.
This
now,
is where we need TJ
I
on.
will say, I love the aspect of he has her son.
Yes.
And she can tap into a greater strength.
Sure.
However,
Like woman lifting the car off of her
Yes.
son kind of an idea.
However, the idea here is this is Galactus.
Yeah.
Can we
He's-
go back to this is Galactus.
Yep.
Top of
Nope.
the S tier
We
bad.
Are, yes.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
talking number 1, 2, 3 at worst
Right.
baddies in Marvel.
Probably 3. I'd say God Emperor Doom is stronger and
Okay.
and Mephisto is stronger.
Okay, so we're talking
probably
still
3.
we're talking 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Depending on what.
Depending on which iteration.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of Dooms that aren't as strong.
And there's
God
also
Emperor
a lot
Doom's
of
stronger.
Mephistos that are like a
Yeah.
joke.
Again.
Like OG Mephisto, kind of a joke.
Okay,
Kind of
but
a
we're
joke.
still
Yeah.
talking a
But
guy
still,
who
probably
eats
top
planets.
3.
Over Thanos.
Yes.
Over Thanos,
Over
pretty much
Thanos.
80% of the time.
As long as Thanos doesn't have all the stones. If he has all the stones, he's bigger and
think
stronger.
so?
I think he could beat Galactus with all the
Literally,
stones. But
Galactus has
still,
been put
comparable.
up there at
Doesn't matter.
celestial,
Top 3.
beyond
He's top
celestial
5.
level.
He's top 5.
definitely top 5,
Everyone-
most likely top 3.
Okay,
He's
so we're in a
powerful.
safe place
Yes.
of saying,
He's super powerful.
okay, and
Yes.
we nerfed him. We nerfed him. Okay, we have to be honest with ourselves. She alone
Yeah.
pushed him into the wormhole.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and pushed him through the wormhole.
Mhm.
Sure.
And yes, it killed her. Yes, she collapsed.
Yes.
Yes, all of that. Yes, she's the mom.
Right.
No way.
Yeah.
No way, Sue Storm
I think it
pushes
should have been a
Galactus.
Yeah.
I've got 3 rebuttals, but do you want to give
So,
yours
like,
first?
yeah, in typical fashion, I felt that immediately. Then I felt differently afterwards and feel differently now. So,
Right,
as per
you're-
usual, I'm in the middle.
And he's the freshest. He just saw it
Yes.
last
I
night.
just
So
saw
you
it.
haven't had
Yes.
as much time to come to
So-
But my point is
But we'll let him-
also,
let him go.
but hold on. Though
Yeah.
I didn't get to finish my point
Wow.
is like Galactus,
Uh-huh.
we're talking,
Yeah, yeah.
we've been talking, when we're talking about
We
Marvel.
want Galactus.
Time
We want
after
Big
time.
Bad. Yeah.
Yep.
The time that Thanos had in build up to Big Bad
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes.
versus Galactus?
Yes. Well, but
Well,
I think
could
you're
you-
doing
yeah.
that on purpose. Like, I
Could you
think
say
he'll
that
come back,
this
but-
Galactus is equivalent to Thanos sitting on his throne, letting
Good point.
Loki do his thing in Avengers 1?
Could be.
Kind
I
of.
think he's more
kind of.
powerful.
Well,
Kinda-
but,
well,
but
yeah.
He's more powerful.
But I'm
no, he's talking
saying
about in development.
beginning. Yeah. This is a beginning development.
Because this is not Galactus was not killed. This is not the
Yeah.
end.
No,
we know
no,
Galactus
I
is coming
know.
back.
Do
Galactus
we?
is coming back.
Yes.
Do we?
He's got to be.
Yes.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we? The number of things. Do we?
Well, I'm disappointed
Do
that
we?
Kate's mom's not Mephisto, but
I think
Do we?
he
No.
will come back as Franklin. I think Franklin will be Galactus. He's the Galactus in the comics. Don't get that face.
He makes Galactus his herald.
No. He becomes Galactus.
No, he makes Galactus his herald.
We're gonna go over this.
So-
Galactus dies, and then Franklin realizes he needs to be there to stabilize the universe, and he becomes Galactus to stabilize the
Are
universe.
you saying? Hold on. Are you saying he actually becomes Galactus, or he assumes Galactus's place?
So he literally rewrites reality to make himself Galactus in order to keep the universe together.
I'm. So
We'll go through that route, but
that's the route you think
That's
they're
what
going
I
to
think
go.
they'd go for
I don't
eventually,
think
because
they're
I think
gonna
they're
go
setting
for that.
Franklin up to be the takeover.
Now,
But
I
anyway,
understand
let-
this
let-
is a different universe.
Yes.
So I
and
get
there's
that.
always that caveat.
Yes.
But let him finish. Let him finish. I
Don't knock things over.
I already broke the one, so we're good.
yeah.
What were you finishing with that?
I think they buffed Sue in this universe, and I think they nerfed Galactus. But I think the amount that they did to both of them, they did equivalently. So they met in the middle. How I would have preferred it happen was that Sue was doing what she was doing. Mr. Fantastic was like, wrapped himself on one edge of the thing around.
Yes.
To help pull him.
Yeah, Galactus.
Yes.
The thing wrapped a chain around his neck and is pulling, and Johnny's full
right,
blasting
right.
on his sternum. Like, that's
Yes.
That's what the Fantastic Four is all about.
I'm with you.
Teamwork.
With you.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So, like, when it was
Wouldn't
pretty
have
much
been as
just
upset.
Sue, and I get it, and like I said that Reed emptied out some of his energy. Galactus was already coming to Earth because he's malnourished. He's hungry. So, like, you can say, okay, his power's a little bit alleviated, but we're still talking about, like you're saying, Galactus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they could have done it. I think they were really honing in on, like, the mom lifting the tractor off her kid thing, which I get.
Yeah.
And I'm fully supportive of, but we're talking about a superhero movie that there's a reason why it's Fantastic Four, not Fantastic One.
Sure.
So, I don't know. That's my point.
It's just not enough for me.
It's a little sloppy.
Can
It's
I
a little
go with
sloppy.
my 3 rebuttals
But
now?
I just want to say, I would have liked exactly what Harry said.
Yeah, that's great.
I think it would have been a better
I like
movie.
I
that
would
a lot.
have liked that a lot better.
I like that a lot. I will say,
and I would have been okay with it.
I like the idea, and I think that would have been the best portrayal of it.
Sure.
But just to play devil's advocate,
Yep.
Like you said, Reed pulled the hoses off. He was also super weakened from the thing that shouldn't have weakened him, but they chose to have it weakened.
Yeah,
so he had been stretched open. Johnny had to get the baby.
Right.
And so he
that's
run
another
the
part
code.
that I
He
have
was
a
running
problem
the
No,
with.
code.
Johnny didn't get the
No,
baby.
Johnny was running the code.
Yeah,
he was
he
running
was-
the
he was
But why
code.
didn't they just have, like, so that's another piece of this that I didn't talk to any of you about, but I talked to TJ about, is like, why? I get that they blinded Galactus, blinded him, but why did they swap the baby out when
So early?
Reed could have just stood there 25 feet out of the danger zone and been like,
Right.
and then pushed a button? Like, why did they swap the baby out?
Probably because they were scared. Like they were so making
Yeah,
sure
new
he was
parents, I
safe.
get it.
Yeah.
But, like,
But anyway, so those are those, and then the thing was trying to knock the buildings to. He
Sure.
was helping out with that, but I think the way you described it was a better way for them all to help.
Yes,
I think
agreed.
they did have them all help. They just didn't have them all help in the best way.
No.
Okay, so here's my 3 rebuttals. All right, so the first one.
Look, no.
The first one, no, he was saying no to what I said before,
Yeah.
but also probably for the future.
I'm preparing. I'm warming up with my nose.
Right.
No.
I have appreciated recently that you are receptive to hearing things.
I am
So
hearing
like
things.
that.
I hear words
Thank you for that.
into my ear holes.
Hear words, good.
Your ear cavities.
Mhm.
All right, one we already talked about, which is
I've actually just cranked up his audio on his
is-
headset. It's just super
I'm
loud
actually-
over here.
I actually
Yeah, he's
just-
like fighting it. Like,
I can actually just barely hear. That's probably the issue. Has been all these
definitely-
years.
probably.
definitely.
All right,
Yeah.
the first one we talked about already, which is the mother's thing. So that's going to amplify her powers. Though getting the car off the baby thing.
Not
So
enough.
That was. I know you said that's not enough. That's the one.
Juan.
All right. The second one is that there. So I don't know. There's no sure thing that Galactus knew what that device was that they were pushing him towards. So he stopped moving into the device because he realized Franklin wasn't there.
Right.
Like he
was the
he
first
picked him up
time.
at the building. That's why.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think Galactus believed Sue was a threat.
You're
Right.
saying
So he's just letting her push him. He's like, I'm just gonna let her push till she dies, and then I'll go and step on
You're
her and
playing
kill everybody else.
the overconfident
100%.
under what's the word?
Underinformed, or like he didn't know what was happening.
Yeah,
He didn't know that.
yeah.
So he's like, all right, she's pushing me. This is cute. She's a little
He's
ant.
not he
This is
thinks they're
cute.
yeah.
She's
He calls them insects.
Right. And then he's like, oh, she's got a little flicker of the power cosmic, but I'm just gonna let her push me until she passes out, and then I'll step on her.
But that's true until
100%.
you can make that argument until he grabs the building
Yes.
and is fighting
You mean
to
when
stop.
he goes into the portal?
No.
When the portal?
No.
Oh yes.
He grabs
Before
the
Ben
building
hits the-
before
Yeah, and then Ben
She-
knocks
structurally
going-
shouldn't take down a
Right.
building, by
so
the way.
he's refusing
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying.
100%.
But he grabs that building, he realizes there's a problem.
To me, that's the moment where he sees the power cosmic, and he's like, "Oh!" But then
So he stops
So he
himself.
stops himself,
Right.
and then the thing comes in to help, which
Right.
we like. He knocks out the
Okay.
building, and they start to
Yeah.
stumble back in. So then he's getting pushed a little bit, and he's just like, he probably. I mean, he can sense
He
life forms.
underestimates them,
Yeah,
is what
he's
you
looking.
think.
He's like, she's gonna die, and I'll go over and step. Because if there was a few more seconds, she would have died. He would have gone over and stepped on her. He would have crushed them. He would have. They were no threat to him. So he was not. He was.
They were a threat to him, though.
Right, but he didn't know it. So
No,
like, think,
I don't
think
agree
about,
with that.
Think
entirely.
about it like. Think about it
he
like.
grabbed the building.
Let me finish.
Like he was dying.
No.
Yes, he did.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So think about it like he's being pushed by like when a little kid comes up and pushes you, and you let him kind of push you back, and you're just like, but you can win. So like I don't think he really thought until the portal opened and he started getting sucked in, right? Then he realized, oh crap, I got to get out of this. This is more than what I thought it was. At that point, she dies. She falls over when he's in the portal, when he's getting sucked into the portal.
He's already
right?
part of the way getting sucked in. Yeah.
Here's my third one. He got out.
Yeah.
The Silver Surfer pushes him through the rest of the way. So if the Silver Surfer wasn't there, he would have gotten out and just stepped on her and killed him.
Not
killed
necessarily. Johnny would have. I don't think Johnny.
I think he would have tried.
Yeah,
but Johnny's not strong enough to do that.
Well,
he's not.
You're talking about a wormhole pulling at the same time as somebody hitting you in the opposite direction.
But Johnny was blasting him and he wasn't moving.
Or in the same direction.
Like Johnny was blasting him and he wasn't moving. Johnny has no power cosmic.
He wasn't going to blast him. He was going to sacrifice himself. He was going to ram him.
So, but still, that's the same caveat that Sue wasn't she didn't do it. She died, and he would have gotten out. But if the team,
she pushed him like 3 blocks, though.
Yeah, 100%. So, but again, I go back to.
I was surprised they didn't make her start bleeding through her nose or something.
Yeah, that's too cliche.
Yeah,
that's cliche.
But again,
I hear you.
Like the rest of it wasn't.
Did that? That's why they wouldn't do that. That happened with Jessica Alba.
So I'll end it with this. I totally respect your viewpoint.
Okay.
And I think and it makes sense. And there are things I wish they would have done better, like I wish the family would have helped more, whatever. But for me, it's not a break. And again, this goes to your other point, which I agree with, which is they should have been clearer that Sue has fragments of the power cosmic. They should have been. As a comic fan, you know it. And people could make that jump of like, well, she gave her son the power cosmic by birthing him, so like maybe she has some of it. Who knows? But no, I'm just trying to go over all the pieces.
Dying.
Yeah. I agree.
No.
I agree.
Don't worry, we have a CGI baby that can heal you.
Yeah.
I agree. That was the bet.
That was a real baby.
That was the real baby. When they went on their stomach, it became real.
That was a real baby.
But
just the birthed baby.
And I don't mind that because they need.
No,
to
the one that was like floating in his hand at the end.
That was definitely.
That's what I'm saying. When it was birthed.
No. At the end too. Before they put her on,
he's dead,
or put Franklin on,
and he's just standing there holding the baby.
It's like terrible, like 2005 CGI.
It looked like the Flash babies from the Flash movie.
Yeah, that's actually what Victoria. Or no,
that's what it looked like.
No, she didn't see it, so I don't know what she was talking about. Anyway, we talked about that this week for some reason.
So I would say yes. I wish they would have explained the power cosmic in her more. But I don't think they nerfed him as much as you think. I think it was a hubris thing, and then she had the power cosmic, which took him off guard, which made him stumble, and then the Silver Surfer pushed him the rest of the way.
I disagree.
And he's going to be back.
I disagree.
And it's totally fair for you to disagree.
Here's all the things. Here are my rebuttals to that. Number one. You're making an assumption that she has the power cosmic. We know it from the comics. Right. We know that.
I agree. That's
my
jump.
Sam, Joe, Dick, and Mary don't know that she has.
Don't say Sam online.
Yeah, come on. Are you serious, man?
Bleep anytime I say Sam.
I will. It's not,
actually the whole time. Just bleep all those names.
They don't know. Yeah. But I'm serious. They don't know. All they're seeing is a mom. Pushing him through a portal.
I agree.
And he is the top five most powerful beings in the Marvel universe.
Devil's advocate. The ones that don't know she has the power cosmic probably don't know he's a top 5. They just know he's big and strong. Just devil's advocate. I agree with you. I do agree with you.
I will yield the point.
Those negate.
But
in
you're
that
right.
case.
You're right.
But like you want him to be more OP to her.
I hear what you're saying. If it was a hubris thing, though, I feel like he would have pushed through that. Even if it was a hubris thing, like I feel like he would have just pushed through a number of these things a lot faster than he did, and more powerful.
He's also been alive for millennia, so he's not in a rush.
Yeah, you're right.
He's just gonna eat. He's
to a certain extent, you're right.
I'll let the flies fly around my picnic.
Insects and all this
I'll
stuff.
let them fly around, and I'll get to my food eventually.
The thing too,
it's not a rush.
With all
I smell the dirt. It's not that good.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Poison.
You're right. I don't disagree that those are valid arguments that could be made. They needed to be clearer about different things.
I completely agree with that.
And
they should have used the family better.
Would have gone back to the family being used as the main plot point there.
Yeah.
It's a piece that's been bothering me with the past couple movies. And I understand like Shalla-Bal is in a couple runs of the comics and stuff like that. But I think when we talk about comic accuracy, like we have characters that are so obscure and runs of really big characters that are so obscure. Like think about the ones that we've talked about. So Batman. What are the new ones that were Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman?
Oh, the Trinity.
No.
Justice League.
No, the ones that just came out, the comic runs.
Not
one.
Absolute run.
Like we're talking about some like crazy stuff, like Batman's still an orphan, and he's like cutting people's heads off and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's got it.
So when we talk about comic accuracy, if they make a movie with that Batman, that's comic accurate.
That is comic accurate.
So I think we need to change our verbiage to like statistically comic accurate. Because like so Shalla-Bal is, and this is not, I don't have a problem with Shalla-Bal. But like, especially since this is 828 and not 616.
It's not 616.
So like Shalla-Bal is comic accurate, but
she's more obscurely comic accurate.
Right.
She's by the numbers comic
Norman
accurate.
Reed. Yeah. So like statistically, she's not usually. So it's like
You're
statistically,
right.
Sue
You're not
doesn't.
wrong.
I don't know. It might be a 50-50 split. I don't know, but
where she's that
right.
powerful.
Like if the pieces that are
It's more recent.
It's more recent.
The largest pieces of this movie were pulled from Kirby, correct?
Right.
Does she have?
No, because Franklin and the Power Comic
right.
was
So I'm
not in
saying
Kirby.
like that's the piece that if people look at them, where source material for what's this director's name?
Matt Shackman.
Shackman's Fantastic Four. Oh, the first 48 iterations of the first 48 in general of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, she's
okay. Well, one of the four doesn't even have this power technically. It's like right. It's a bit of a pull,
and that's the rock in the hard place because I guarantee you, Shackman was told we need the power cosmic and we need Franklin.
I'm sure,
which is fine. That's not a bad thing. But it's like he probably wanted to do all Kirby, and then they're like, but we need the power.
But
cosmic.
they could have just done
right.
But they could have just done. Yeah. Franklin has the power cosmic. That's his powers. Sue has these.
Jeffrey Wright, Ultimate Nullifier, bring in the Watcher.
Right. Yeah. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
it gets a little sloppy.
It does.
I think.
Yeah.
And if we're going to be holding, if someone takes these 48 comics are what inspired me,
right?
We have to take those 48 comics and say that's what it's supposed to be. That's the baseline.
Yeah.
And it's like I get it. There's stipulations with what the
greater narratives they're working into, and
but that doesn't mean that you have to change a character's
power set, or take one from one and one from another, and mismatch.
Right.
But again, 828. That is always a caveat, and I know it's kind of a cop out, but
I know, and that's where the multiverse is starting to become too much of a cop out, man.
Which is why they're killing it in Battle Realm.
Yep, got to do it.
Yep.
Question is though, did all those things make it a good movie or a bad movie?
Yeah.
Verdict time. All right. Well, since I went in the middle last time, I want to go last since I'm the Marvel dude. We got Fantastic Four. We're looking at what we're looking at. Are you making the devil sign?
No, I'm one of each.
Oh no! Oh, you've got yours is one of each.
No, I'm just saying, like you're naming for comic accuracy.
Yes. Oh, yes, and personal preference.
And personal preference.
Harry started last time, so Logan, why don't you start out, man?
All right.
Wait, hold on before we do that.
Yeah.
Run through them.
Wait,
bottom, hot garbage.
Oh yeah.
Garbage is what it is. I'd buy that and perfection.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm going perfection both.
Wow.
Yep.
I
really love the movie.
Yeah. And
I really love the movie, genuinely.
Those issues you had were not enough to drop it.
No.
I love
those
that.
issues were not enough.
I love that.
Wow. I'm really pressing on those issues to a certain extent. I have a big issue with the Galactus.
You want him to be
Galactus.
the planet eater,
right?
And of all things, I hear that.
At that level that we talked about, he should have been multi-movie build up. Like,
hopefully you will.
However,
we don't know.
I do hope. I hope.
Yeah,
we haven't seen the last of Galactus.
I hope not too.
I believe we have. If you want me to,
or at least
statistically.
Do you believe that we've seen the last of that version of Galactus, and we might get another one?
That's a great point. I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if he got teleported to a different dimension, that's what Reed said.
He just said
he said
the other end of our galaxy.
Yeah.
Did he say our? He just said.
I think his plan
Because it
was,
said it would take 100 million years to get back,
I think
or a
his
million years to get back to where we are. And at
his
that
plan
point,
was to move him in our space because I don't think he knows how.
Well,
at this point, he
828
doesn't know
space.
how to. Yeah, he doesn't know how to move him, but he could have.
and this is
moved him.
why it's hard.
Accidentally moved him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he's got to eventually have the breakthrough to figure out how to go dimensionally
Right.
through the multiverse. So he could have
And
accidentally
he's already talked
done
about
there.
it. He already brings
He's
up
already
in the
been
movie.
planning it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah. Okay. Fair.
Again, I say
Perfection,
those
perfection.
things were not enough to take away from what I
Yeah.
believed was a just wonderful,
It
perfect
was.
movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was, I shouldn't say perfect in all regards.
Sure.
But I do believe it's a perfection. I believe it deserves that ranking. I believe it
Yeah.
gave a great portrayal of these characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weak. You're getting weak.
No, I think he's.
I want to hear your.
You're getting weak.
I want to hear your
What did you put it as?
decision, sir.
Let's see
Say
the-
that,
see
and
the
then now
verdict
tell
sound
me what
wizard.
yours is.
Yeah. For personal, I borderline loved it. I think it's a perfection.
Borderline
Comic
love. Yeah.
is what it is.
Really, not even an I'd buy that.
Oh,
All
yeah,
the
I
way
always
down
forget
to
about
is
that.
what it is.
No, I'd buy that.
I was gonna say,
No, I'd buy
it's
it.
pretty good.
So I'm weak for being
Yep.
one higher than you.
That's correct.
well,
I
it.
have
in-
standards.
In his defense,
Got it.
In his,
All right.
In his defense, if the roles were reversed, you would call him weak too.
You're right.
You would.
You're right.
You've called him weak for much less,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then you've like run and hide because he's really big and strong. He's like the Galactus of our group.
No. He's like
I'd
the
take that.
absolute Batman.
I'd
of
buy
the group.
that.
I did.
He's the
I'd
absolute
buy that.
Batman, and I'm
Not this Galactus though. He seems a little wimpy, which is a problem that I have.
Fair.
It is.
Fair.
It's a real.
All right, so perfection. Personally, I'd buy
I
that
was like, this
comics.
is a freaking great
Yeah,
movie.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
Go out
Yeah.
and see this movie. If you made it this long, I don't know why. Whatever. Just like always, we don't know what you're doing here if you haven't seen the movie.
Why are you here?
But if you're one of those people that are like, I need to read the end of the book before I read the whole thing, whatever.
we'll do it for you.
Perfection, personally, I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
great. I loved every minute of it. A lot of family ties, a lot of
Yes.
cool practical technology. Love the 60s era
Yes.
technology
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
I like the Fantastic Four. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan. I definitely like the older Fantastic Four,
yep.
Kirby style.
Yeah.
But when it comes to comic accuracy, if we are pulling from that, it needs to be accurate to that.
Yeah, but I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, with that
Except-
stipulation.
Except
So 99%.
you need to understand, like, there was so much of this film
Yeah.
outside of those two things that I said
Yeah.
that are exactly comic accurate.
Sure, but
Yeah.
that's why it can't
It
be
was
perfect.
enough to drop it. For
So
him,
it's-
for
you're-
him, it was
you're-
enough. For him, it was enough. So yeah.
What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
No, what?
You're allowed your decision.
He is.
You're allowed to be wrong.
You see that? Well, ooh,
Wow.
man, he was close. He was really close.
I'm
to
sorry,
being
I haven't
respectful.
wavered from my standards.
All right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Perfection. It was.
I don't like that. That feels wrong. I'm
I know.
going back with
Well,
Harry.
No, you agree. We agreed on Superman too.
I can't agree with you.
We
and
all
not
agreed on
agree with
Superman.
him.
We all did agree on
But I'm
Superman.
just, I look
Yeah.
at that. I say, first of all, two great films,
Yeah,
fantastic
two great
films,
films.
The two
amazing
best
films.
films
Gosh.
this year. Yeah,
The
for
best two
superheroes.
films in 5
In a long
years.
time, yeah.
5 years we're talking about.
Yeah, I agree with that.
5 years.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
One. But also, if you're going to pick one that's better,
it's not that game. That's not this
it's
game,
true.
sir.
It's true.
That's
but,
not
and
this
I
game.
also, and
It
I
is this
said it.
game.
I said at the
All
beginning.
right,
I
you
said
can
it at
play
the
that
beginning,
game. It's not this
if
game.
we are holding to the standards that all movies have the perfection,
Yeah,
I buy
yeah.
that. Is what it is. Garbage, hot garbage.
But
Yeah, but
not
you've
all
given
perfect
we don't split them into
perfections.
DC and
I'm
MCU.
not saying
but
that,
not
but
all
you've given
perfected
perfections
movies.
to less
I was going to say,
perfect movies.
not all perfect movies are the same level of perfection.
You've given
Perfection
comic perfection.
So now you're having a
to less
subcategory.
perfect movies.
No. I'm just saying, like,
Right,
within-
and you've
within-
given garbage to
yeah
a lot better movies.
all right. This is semantics.
That's
He's
semantics,
allowed.
You're
to
allowed
have,
to have
I
He's
think you're
allowed
putting
to
your
have
feelings into this because you're like, this was a good movie.
No, you're right. I don't
He's
care.
allowed to have
You're
it.
allowed to have that
allowed to
opinion.
have it.
You're allowed to have an
We have one-
opinion.
I think you've just
We
been
have-
downtrodden so much
He has.
Maybe.
that
Well,
you're
but
just
then
like
he's coming up now. That's pretty
a
great.
drop.
I'm in a
On the,
schedule.
yeah.
sustenance has hits your lips like Galactus.
We have
and you're like, this is good.
We have one last thing to talk about. So
maybe I am Galactus.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're the Galactus.
I have such a hunger.
He's got Emperor Doom. Sorry, well, he's got to be stronger. He's got to be stronger than you.
You're all over the place.
We were talking about strength.
All right, let's talk about Doom. He's got to
be stronger.
Let's talk about Doom.
Well, Perfection for me was a wonderful movie. I'm not going to go into it more because I already did.
Yeah, Fantastic Four
Kirby.
I did love Herbie, though.
Kirby was great.
I want more Herbie.
All right.
Let's get a Herbie spinoff.
So we have a Stinger. Stinger takes place 5 years later. Franklin is now...
It was 4 years.
Was it 4?
I think it was 4 years.
Well, Franklin's not a baby anymore.
It's 4.
Is it 4 years?
He's a toddler. Yeah, it's 4.
Wow. 5 and 4. I mean,
no,
it's not... Yeah.
4. It was 4.
Was it 4? Okay.
It was 4.
So he's 4. Look it up.
It's fantastic.
Now
4 years.
I know, but now I'm thinking it was 3.
I promise you
it was 4. I know it was 4.
Move on.
Everything's 4 in this movie.
Franklin's older. Well, that's why I was thinking it wasn't.
And the second there was a 5, they got rid of it. So
she did. Like, Fantastic.
Well, and they even made the suit.
Yeah, they made the suit, and then they were like, no, we're not putting that on him.
So Stinger is, again, just like the Thunderbolts, filmed by the Russo brothers.
Yep.
The Russo brothers filmed this. It has been confirmed that was RDJ. Even though we didn't get to see his face.
Okay.
Because Harry and I talked about it a little bit after we saw it. We were like, was that actually RDJ there or just somebody else?
Right. It could have been
anybody.
Could have been any Doom.
Did they really pay RDJ to come in there? It was 4 years. Okay, good.
4 years.
That's fine.
Yeah, they did.
I'm kind of embarrassed that it was 4 years. Oh, yeah. Yeah, RDJ was on there. So it was actually him. He is obviously been attracted to Franklin because of the power cosmic. And with his magic... He knows that Franklin can help him do what he can't do. We're assuming is create the Pocket Universe Battle Realm for Doomsday. My question to you
Which is in a year, by the way.
Yes, next year.
It's wild. And then Secret Wars is
the next
a year later.
2027.
Let's go Russos.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is also next year, which also takes place at the same time as Doomsday. Stop it. Question for me to you, because I have a concern. Why do you think Doom doesn't have his mask on in front of Franklin?
And why? And he's touching his face
because he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be scared. A man rolls up in a mask.
Doom doesn't want Franklin to be scared.
Yeah,
because he's horribly scarred and disfigured face.
I don't know what's. I don't know what's worse.
Right, and
at least he looks human.
And
I guess he's used to.
He doesn't want him to be scared. Why show up that way in the first place?
Why appear in a green
doesn't
cloak
need to dress up like that.
I mean, both his uncles turn into Flame and Rock.
Right,
Is Rock, so maybe he's just like humans or whatever.
He could be healing his scars.
That's what I'm afraid.
He's just like,
that's what I'm afraid of.
Let me get some of them.
Because so much of Doom's character is his vanity.
Yeah, he's upset about
scarred, and that's why he always wears the mask.
He could have him heal his
scars. And they're like, hey, we want to show Robert Downey Jr.'s face, so let's heal him.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Robert Downey Jr.'s face. I want to see a scarred up face and a mask all the time.
I don't even care about the scarred up face part. I just want to see the mask.
I don't want to see a pretty.
I want a freaking comic accurate mask. Which the 2005 one did do pretty well.
And this one does look good.
You know what didn't do it? The Miles Teller one.
I actually
Power Ranger
could do with just anybody under the mask and never take the mask.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just let Down. Well, no, I would want Downey under there because his acting will shine through. Think about.
I'm okay with it. Wouldn't have been him.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't care about that scene. But I'm talking about Doomsday movie. Think about
even that. I'm okay with it.
Well, think about Hugo Weaving in V for Vendetta. He was incredible, and you never saw his face, but it was because Hugo Weaving's an incredible actor.
Yeah, except
so let Robert Downey be the actor.
Of that actually wasn't Hugo Weaving. So
sure, some of his action scenes and stuff, but a lot of his character was Hugo Weaving. Like it's part of his voice inflection and whatever. So let Robert Downey act behind the mask. Let him stay scarred. I'm afraid he's letting Franklin heal him, or letting Franklin change his face to Tony Stark, like with his magic. Like I don't want this to be like, why is his mask off? He never takes his mask off for people because he's vain. Why is he taking off?
But we don't know that that's his Doom.
Right? Could this be? But why? But the Russos filmed it. Like, why is that? It concerns me that he took his mask off for Franklin.
I think it's just them trying to get some some hype for
I think
Doomsday.
But then just show Doom. Then show him with the mask. Like why?
No, exactly what is happening right now.
Yeah, they want us to talk about it.
They want us to talk about
Well,
it.
it's the same about because like the Thunderbolts teaser had us talking about the fact
Fantastic
that Galactus
Four.
killed the planet and they're escaping the planet, and yet that wasn't what it was.
Right.
But it got us talking about it.
It got us talking about
I
it.
hope so, man. I hope you guys are right.
It just got us talking
I
about
hope
it.
you're
And
right.
the reality is,
I hope you're right.
They could, like, it could be
I hope not.
that is healing it, but we hope not. But
Yeah,
it also
right.
could just be he wanted to talk to Franklin.
Right. And he
Face to
respects
face.
him. He respects him.
Right.
'Cause
Like,
he's the power cosmic.
and he
Yeah.
needs to ask Franklin to do something for him.
Yeah.
Doom doesn't do that.
Yeah, true.
Right? Like, Doom
I hope
doesn't
so, man.
need anyone to do anything for him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, Doom does the things for himself.
Yeah.
Right? He needs Franklin.
Yeah.
That's a
Right.
rarity. Okay? So
Yeah.
he's taking off his mask
Yeah.
to speak to Franklin.
He sees him as almost a peer because
Yeah.
of the power cosmic.
And you could have one of those situations where
Yeah.
Franklin, he's 4,
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
you, he's
True,
4.
true.
Right.
Okay? He heals him for a moment.
Just
And
to see what he looks like, and then lets go of him and comes
Doom,
back.
like, is shocked by it. We get that, like,
Yeah.
shocking moment of, like, him remembering what he looked like,
Mm.
and then he takes his hand off,
And it goes back.
and it goes back.
Ugh, yeah.
And then
maybe.
there's the
I hope so.
need for Franklin
Yeah.
recognized in that one situation.
or the idea that Franklin sees him for him,
Mhm.
sees him pure.
I mean,
as
Or
a
I think
person.
there's
None
exponential
of
amount
this.
of fact. Yeah, there's
yeah.
so many factors or outcomes that
Or-
could be.
or we could be wrong.
we're all wrong.
Or it's just redressing up in a mask.
Or
It's Halloween. We
It's
don't know what time of
Halloween.
year it is.
or it's Cillian Murphy like we all wanted.
I hope so.
I know, right?
It's not going to be.
It's not going to be.
It's not gonna be.
All right, guys. Well, Legion, put in the comments down below. What do you think Doom was doing there with Franklin? What's his play? Is Franklin healing him?
yeah.
Is he changing him? Is he asking him to make a pocket dimension for Battle Realm?
He's like, all right, listen up, kid. I need to get a pocket realm. Like,
I need an arena. I
What?
need to bring people from all different.
I don't know what that means.
The kid's like hungry caterpillar.
Right.
Oh, I came here too early.
So the
He's still too little.
hungry caterpillar needs a space
He's still hungry.
to live. He's hungry. He's very hungry.
He should have just come to me. I would have made him a
I am the
butterfly.
caterpillar, and I hunger for a realm.
Right.
Can you make me a butterfly?
Yes.
Question.
But I want it
Serious
to
question
fit
here.
in my pocket.
I want to be able to take people from all over the world and kill them there. It's a little different than your story, but I think you can do it. Because if you try really hard, he makes him uglier.
Yeah, he just
kills him.
yeah.
He just kills him. He just
You're
dies. And Sue's like, "Who is that dude?" And Franklin's like, "Don't worry about it. Read me the next book.
He just kicks the mask under the couch.
give me the Charles Darwin book again. I'm ready to read."
Yeah.
Oh, my
Survival of the
goodness.
fittest.
That's right.
That's the Charles Darwin alluding.
Yeah. All right, Legion. We'll see you guys next time on Legion Comic Correction. Stay Legion.
I just made the Battle Realm connection.